Hey guys, it is Justin from Nintendo Dads, and this is a really cool episode or kind of review. So, Nintendo of Canada was kind enough to send to my house a copy of Style Savvy Fashion Forward for the Nintendo 3DS, and I have two girls in my house, Rylan and Morgan. Rylan is my oldest; she's 8, and Morgan is 6. And I thought, man, this is a perfect game for them, and so I popped in the DS and handed it to them, and they've had about 3 weeks with it. So what you're going to hear now is you're going to hear a review, actually. You're going to hear Rylan, my oldest. You're going to hear her review of the game. I'm going to ask her some questions along with it to kind of probe out some of those responses. But I have played the game as well with her and by myself to learn more about it. So there are some questions, and so you'll probably hear me kind of filling in some of the answers as well to kind of help provide you, the listener, some context around some of the responses she's saying. But I really hope you guys enjoy this. This is a really cool thing. I know that her and I have had a lot of fun playing the game together, and hopefully you guys will enjoy this segment. So this is Nintendo Dads Present Style Savvy Fashion Forward Kid Reviews. All right. So with me in my studio right now is my daughter, Rylan. Rylan, say hi.
Hi.
Okay, stand a little close to the mic. There you go, you're good. Okay, so Rylan, we are going to talk about this game, right? We're going to talk about Style Savvy Fashion Forward.
Yeah.
So you got this game about 3 weeks ago, and we've been playing it on the 3DS. So tell me a little bit about this game. What is this game about?
A girl, like you dress a girl, kind of.
Okay.
And you get to go in different shops.
Okay. So you work as kind of like you own a boutique, right? So so now you said you dress, so you get to dress your girl. So you get to create your avatar, your character, right? What's her name? Do you remember?
Olivia.
Olivia, right. And Olivia works for someone. Who does Olivia work for? Sophie, right?
Yeah.
Sophie, okay. And you own like a boutique.
Yes.
Okay. So you get to dress yourself to make yourself look really pretty in outfits. But then what happens to what's the other thing you have to do in the boutique?
You get to dress other people.
Right. So other people come into your boutique, right? And they ask you questions. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. So what do they ask?
If they want like a certain clothing.
Okay. And do they tell you what kind of clothing they're looking for?
Yes. It gives you some clues. Like if you want an animal shirt, they say, "Can I have an animal shirt?"
Okay. So it would tell you, like, it would say something like animal, right, is the print or the pattern, and then shirt.
Yeah.
And then so then you say, like, do you say yes or no to that, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And then if you say yes, what happens?
You select it right, and she gets to try it on.
Okay. So if you select the right one, she gets to try it on. Now when she comes in there, though, she tells you some other things, right? What does she tell you? Do you remember?
No.
So she says, like, I want an animal shirt, and it can only be
$25 or something like that.
Yeah, so they kind of give you a price limit, right? So like for $25. So
yeah.
So if you select a T-shirt that they don't like, do they tell you that?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
It says it's wrong.
Yeah, okay. They said they don't really like it, right? Like, I didn't really like this one. Not what I was looking for.
Yeah, and sometimes it gets you get to try again 3 times,
Yep.
or you don't have to.
Okay, sure, right. And then also knowing the limit, right? If it's $25, when you're selecting T-shirts for her that are like patterns or animals on it,
yeah.
You have to make sure that it's under the $25, right? That's
yeah.
her budget. That's how much she came in with. Now, what happens if you pick a shirt that they like?
You still don't get that shirt.
Okay.
But sometimes you get it. But not
Okay.
all the time.
Okay. So sometimes if you select the shirt that they like, they get kind of excited. They're like, yay, right? That's pretty good. Now, so you have this business. People kind of keep coming into it.
Yeah.
Right? Is that pretty entertaining and fun?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So what else do you get to do in the game?
You get to dress people's. You get to go get some haircuts.
Sure. So there's this whole like little town that you get to explore.
Yeah.
Right? So yesterday we went and we got a haircut.
Yeah.
Right? So some of the people that come into your boutique, they kind of say stuff like, "Hi, my name's, Carrie, and I'm down at the hairstyle boutique place, so come on down," right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, cool. So what happens when you go see them?
You get to do their hair, and sometimes you get to pick like a cute outfit, a grown-up outfit, an elephant outfit.
Yep.
I mean, not outfit. A style for your hair.
Yeah, so you get to kind of go see these other things, right? These other people. There's lots of other so there's also a way that you get like messages. How do you get messages in the game? You kind of get like missions in some way. You got to go see these people. How do you get that?
There's like this there's like this letter that shows up, and you sometimes get to tap it, or you just have to go into your phone. It's on the left hand corner.
Yep.
And it says you can dress some amiibos.
Yeah. Okay.
And you could what else? Oh, you could talk to some people.
Okay. Yeah, so in there in this setting, your girl has a phone, right, a cell phone, and she gets emails, of kind of her what she could do, like, hey, go hang out with Jennifer at the hair salon, or go over and meet Morgan over at the park, right? Those type of things, right? So it kind of gives you some things to do, right? But it also gives you, if you do a really good job and your customers are happy, you get really good feedback.
Yeah.
Right? Cool. What else is in there? There looks like there's a scheduler or an agenda. Can you tell me about that?
Agenda.
Oh, you didn't see that? Okay, yeah. So there's a little bit of a schedule thing or an agenda, kind of like you got in your class today, where it has like the days of the week, and it has, if it's like a Tuesday, it can say like,
yeah. It says Tuesday, and what if it says like I checked and it said like September 8th.
Yeah.
And then and then it says like the time.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. So that's kind of cool, right?
Yeah.
So what else in the game? Now you talked a little bit about Amiibo. So this has Amiibo functionality, right? Tell me about the Amiibo.
You get to select Amiibo, and sometimes I don't know what happened, but you get glasses. And some of the princesses. I don't know.
Right, so there's certain Amiibo that you can actually tap, and you get certain things in here. So, for example, if you tap, like, Princess Peach or Rosalina, I think it's Princess Peach specifically, you get, like, and she kind of comes into your studio, and if you kind of meet what she wants, right? She's like, oh, I want a flowery dress, and you get her flowery dress, you get a reward. And as part of that reward, you get, like, a crown, so that you can sell that crown in your shop as well.
I didn't know you could do that.
Yeah, I know. It's pretty neat, hey? So each of them have their kind of some interesting functionality. Now, the interesting thing about that, it's kind of a you wouldn't catch it because there's when you tap on the Amiibo and she comes in, she kind of talks about how she's like, oh, I like to play tennis or golf, and I like to go for kart rides. She's obviously referring to Mario Kart and Mario Golf and Mario Base and all tennis, right? So they actually kind of do like some inside baseball and some tapping and winking of the nose to it. So
yeah, and sometimes they say I want to meet Masson 23.
Yeah, that's you want to keep meeting our character, right? The person that we have, sure. Now there's another function. There's another thing in this game too that you do, right? There's a little house. Can you talk to us about that?
Yeah, you can build your own house that you can actually like have an own house to yourself. Mm-hmm. And then you get to build your own room, but sometimes people sleep in your room.
Okay, yeah. So there's like a little miniature house that you get to have, right? You get little kind of set pieces that you get to put in your house, right? Like, oh, here's a bed and here's a dresser that you earn through meeting through people, so you get to kind of build your house. It kind of reminded me of Animal Crossing Happy Home Designer, right?
Oh yeah.
Kind of like how you build those things. Yeah. Pretty neat there too, right? Okay. What else would you want to say about this game?
Oh yeah, you can your person you could actually like people dress you, and you can say if you like it or not.
Oh, okay. Yeah, whether you like the outfits or not?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good idea too. Cool. And then I found there's other spots in here, like you can go to the mall and you can buy, so when you sell outfits, you get money. You can spend that money at the mall to buy different outfits that you can sell at your shop.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Yep. So overall, do you like this game?
Yes.
What do you like about it the most?
Ooh, that you could like pretend you have a real phone and dress some people and dress your own person.
Yeah. Is there anything that you kind of like thought, oh, I don't really like doing that as much, or wasn't as much fun?
You gotta press A a lot.
You gotta press A a lot. Yeah, there's a lot of dialogue, right? There's a lot of, because when they come into your boutique, they talk to you. They tell you what they want, right? And is some of that difficult, some of that reading?
Yeah, a little bit.
A little bit, okay. Now, they do something in there interesting, too, when you find words that you don't know, right? Tell me about that.
Yeah, if it's, like, a word that you're not, like, familiar with that, because, like makeup. You're like,
sure.
What is makeup? And then you tap on it, and then it reads about what's makeup.
Right, yeah. So it gives a bit of a definition to words that are being kind of used in the style world, right?
Yeah.
So, for example, I saw in there a couple days ago, like, the word goth. Like, goth is not a word that I typically know or that you use, but when you tap on it, we find out not only kind of like what style it is, but they also show pictures to kind of support it. So I thought that was kind of cool, right? There was some definite learning. But you said it's a lot of A, right? There's a lot of tapping. There is a lot of dialogue in this because it's very dialogue heavy. And whenever you meet a new person that you don't know and you tap A and you kind of meet that avatar or that non-playable character, all of a sudden it says like their name and their hobbies and interests, right? So there's a lot of dialogue there. I can definitely see how that's challenging. But were you able to read for the most of it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it just took a little bit of time, right?
Yeah.
And then we sat together and worked through some of the words as well, right? Okay, cool. What else? Is there anything else that you kind of really liked about this game?
That you could, I just really liked, that you could, just get some new hairstyles.
Yeah.
And you can get more and more until you like one. But always do the elephant look. It looks the best.
Elephant look, yeah. The elephant look is the haircut that we gave her. We let the hairstylist go crazy on her hair, and she made it, right? It was kind of funny. Okay. Cool. So you'd recommend this game? You'd say, like, would this be good for a girl kind of like 8 years old and up?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay, excellent. A couple of interesting things that I found about this game. It has local play, so it's co-op play. So you could share, and you could, if it was two DSs working together, you could do some stuff. We don't have two DSs or two 3DSs. Thank you. Yeah, two 3DSs, so 6 DSs. I don't know, in this house, so that doesn't work for us. But there's also Street Pass in here, right? So if we were walking around in like an airport or a place where there's maybe other people who have it, they could pass information. So we didn't experience that, but I can see that it's on there. It's kind of stock for most DS games nowadays. So, and I liked the functionality of the amiibo. I thought that was very cool. Yeah, I guess I'll kind of talk a little bit about it from my perspective. I thought it was a really cool game, actually, from a parenting perspective. I really liked how you were able to be creative with it, and you got to kind of build your own little boutique, and you got to sell stuff, and you got to engage with people and try to make them happy, and learn about some fashion stuff. So that was really cool. I like the fact that it kind of gave you this little email account, or you're able to check your phone and that kind of stuff. So I thought that was very, very interesting. I also actually really liked the fact that it had some dialogue and some words in there that you had to kind of learn to read, and it also kind of forced you to get better at it. So you kind of realize that reading in video games is not just press an A, right? Like, it's really important to read as well, right? Cool. If you were to give it a rating out of like 5, what would you say?
Like 1 to 5?
Yeah.
5.
You give it a 5? Okay, cool. That is a solid review for Style Savvy Fashion Forward.
Maybe
awesome.
Like 100?
Maybe like 100. Well, it's only out of 5, so, but obviously you really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you're going to keep playing it?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, so guys, that is it for the review. Rylan, do you want to say anything else before we go? No? Okay. Well, thank you for doing this. This was very cool. So guys, thanks for listening to Nintendo Dads. Hopefully you enjoyed this review of Style Savvy Fashion Forward with my little reviewer, Rylan, and in this segment of When Kids Review Games. So thanks very much for tuning into Nintendo Dads, and take care. You want to say bye?
Bye.
Bye. Good job.